Presentation on CAPS Swaption. Presentation by Pujita, MCom Final, MPM Government First Grade College, Karkala. CAPS, interest rate caps. A cap, also called a ceiling, is a call option on an interest rate. An example of its application would be borrower going long or paying a premium to buy a cap and receiving cash payment from the cap seller when the reference interest rate exceeds the cap's strike rate. The payments are designed to offset interest rate increases on a floating rate loan. It is an call option where borrower going long or to buy cap, he paying a premium and receives the cash when interest rate exceeds the strike rate. If the actual interest rate exceeds the strike rate, the seller pays the difference between the strike and the interest rate multiplied by the notional principal. This option will cap or place an upper limit on the holder's interest expense. The interest rate cap is actually a series of component options or caplets for each period the cap agreement exists. A caplet is designed to provide a hedge against a rise in the benchmark interest rate, such as London Interbank offered rate for a stated period. If actual interest rate exceeds the strike rate, then seller pays the difference between strike and interest rate, which is multiplied by the notional principal. Interest rate cap is a component option which is an agreement for each period. It is mainly designed to protect against a rise in benchmark interest rate. Who uses interest rate caps? The variable rate borrowers are the typical users of interest rate caps. They use caps to obtain certainty for their business and budgeting process by setting the maximum interest rate they will pay on their borrowings. By implementing this type of financial management, variable rate borrowers obtain peace of mind from rising interest rates but retain the ability to benefit from any favorable interest rate movement. Variable rate borrowers are uses this type of rates. They use it for their businesses and for budgeting process. They set the maximum interest rate for their borrowings. It can give peace of mind to them, but it holds the favorable interest rate movements benefits. How does interest rate cap work? An interest rate cap ensures that you will not pay any more than a predetermined level of interest on your loan. St. George will reimburse you the extra interest incurred should interest rates rise above the level of the cap. An interest rate cap enables variable rate borrowers to retain the advantages of their valuable rate facility while obtaining the additional benefits of a maximum interest rate. Interest rate cap make sure that a borrower need not pay any extra interest than a predetermined interest. An interest rate enables the variable borrowers to hold the advantages of their variable rate facility when they obtaining additional benefit of a maximum interest rate. How much does an interest rate cap cost? The cost of the cap is referred to as the premium. The premium for an interest rate cap depends on the cap rate you want to achieve when compared to current market interest rate. For example, if current market rates are 6%, you would pay for a cap at 7%, then a cap at 8.5%. The premium for an interest rate cap also depends on the rollover frequency and how you make your premium payments. The cost of cap is called as premium. The premium for an interest rate cap will be depend on the cap rate that borrower want to achieve when compared to current market interest rate. For example, if current market rate is 6%, then you would pay more for a cap at 7% than 8.5%. You can pay 7% caps depends on the rollover frequency and have you make a premium payments. You will endeavor to structure the payments to suit your cash flows. Your Rusty George financial market representative will be happy to provide an indication of cost when you discuss your requirements with them. The financial market representative will happy to help in an indication of cost when you discuss with them about your requirements. Advantages and disadvantages. Major advantages of caps are that the buyer limits his potential loss to the premium paid but retains the right to benefit from favorable rate movement. The borrower buying a cap limits exposure to rising interest rates while retaining the potential to benefit from falling rates. An upper limit is therefore placed on borrowing cost. The major advantage is buyer can limit his loss to the premium paid, but he holds to the benefit which can come from favorable rate movements. The borrower buying cap limits the rising interest rate and retains the benefits which is arising from falling rates. Caps are highly flexible and versatile in that notional amounts, strike rates, and expiry dates can be structured in a way that can provide tailor-made solutions for claims. Tailor-made solutions for claims. Caps are also highly suited for hedging contingent future commitments. Caps are flexible, strike rate and expiry dates are structured in a way that can easily modified for claims. The disadvantages of caps are the premium is a non-refundable cost which is paid upfront by the buyer and the negative impact of an immediate cash outflow. Caps can theoretically lose all their value if they expire as out the money or start to approach their expiry dates. In addition, there are high potential losses for writers of option type interest rate derivatives if market movements are contrary to market expectations. Also, it needs to keep in mind that the bid or offer spreads on most option type interest rate derivative products are quite wide. Caps are that premium which is non-refundable. It is an immediate cash outflow. When expiry date is start to approach, caps loss its values. It is a high potential loss for sellers if market movements are opposite to their expectation. Interest rate swaption are helpful in managing possible interest rate risk occurring at some time in the future. An interest rate swaption gives you the right as a borrower of substantial funds to enter into an interest rate swap at an agreed interest rate on a set date in the future. It helps to manage the possible interest rate risk which may occur in the future. Interest rate swaption gives the borrower a substantial fund to enter it with an agreed rate of interest on a set date in the future. Swaptions are intended for borrowers who want to the option to take forward cover on interest rates or the option to obtain forward cover on the rollover of an existing loan facility. They are a useful tool when there is uncertainty as to the timing or need to borrow, and movements in interest rates are an important component of the potential transaction. Alternatively, borrower who has purchased an asset on into extended terms may use a swaption to obtain flexibility in their future financing requirements. Swaptions are gives the borrower substantial fund to enter it with an agreed rate of interest on a set date in the future. It is to those borrowers who want to take forward cover on interest rate or an rollover of an existing loan facility. So here swaption used as a useful tool as to the timing or need to borrow and movements in interest rates are an important component to the transaction. Alternate meaning of swaption. A swaption provides you with the right but not the obligation to enter an interest rate swap at a predetermined interest rate on a fixed date in the future. A swaption provides right to enter into an interest rate swap, not the obligations, with a predetermined interest rate on a fixed date in the future. How does a swaption work? With a swaption, you can fix an interest rate on your future borrowings. This is an option on a interest rate swap. By acquiring the swaption, you have obtained comfort that its rates rise beyond the agreed level prior to rollover or draw down rate. You are insulted from these increases. If rates do not rise above the agreed rate of the swaption, you would not proceed with the swap. Instead, you would borrow at the prevailing market rate. With a swaption, you can fix an interest rate on your future borrowings. If rates rise beyond the agreed rate or draw down date, then you will be protected from these increases. If rates do not rise above the agreed rate, then swaption will not proceed. You must borrow at existing market rate. Let's see how this would work. XYZ Corporation has a borrowing facility maturing in 6 month time that will require refinancing. The annual budget process for XYZ has factored in a maximum interest rate, and XYZ is concerned that prior to rollover date, rates may rise above this rate. XYZ elects to take out a swaption. If interest rates have risen above the agreed swap rate when the refinancing is due, XYZ would proceed with the swap. Should interest rates on rollover date be below the swap rate, they would not proceed with swap and instead borrow at the prevailing interest rate. In this, XYZ Corporation has a borrowing facility which is maturing in 6 month time. It will require refinancing. The annual budget process for XYZ has factored in a maximum interest rate, and it is concerned that prior to rollover date, rates may rise. So, if enter into swaption, if rate are risen from above the acquired rate, it can continue swap. If it below the agreed rate, it would not proceed with swap and it must borrow at market rate which is existing. Strike date. The strike date is the date when you must exercise or waive your right to enter into the interest rate swap. It is a date when borrower claims the right to enter into the interest rate swap. Swaption cost. The cost of a swaption is known as the premium. The premium for a swaption depends on the structure of the swap you require and in particular fixed interest rate of the swap when compared to current market interest rates. For example, if current market rates are 6%, you would pay for a swaption at 7% than a swaption at 8.5%. The premium on a swaption also depends on the rollover frequency and how you make your premium payments. Cost of swaption is a premium. It depends upon the structure of swap required by a borrower and it is fixed interest rate when compared to current market interest rate. If current market rates are 6%, you pay more for a swaption at 7%. If it is raised to 8.5%, then also you pay 7% only. The premium on swaption is also depends on the rollover frequency and how you make a premium payments. Thank you.